Good morning, sophomores. It is Wednesday, October 21st, and here is your bell ringer for today. Instructions: read the following two sentences, rewrite each sentence to revise any grammatical mistakes that you see. The first one, number one, in The Scarlet Ibis, a short story by James Hurst, the character of Doodle is spiritually connected to an exotic bird. The author does this to show the beauty of her fragile life. I'm not sure if you remember this story from your freshman year, but it's such a sad story. Oh, it's a touching story too. I used to teach freshman English, and this is one that I have always remembered. In any case, we have a short story title. When you have a short story title, you put quotation marks around it. One way to remember whether or not you underline a title or you put quotation marks around it. Shorter works are in quotation marks and longer works are underlined. So for example, you would underline a novel, but you put quotation marks around a short story. You would underline a movie title, but you would put quotation marks around a TV series episode title. You would put quotation marks around a song title, but you would put underline marks around a album title, okay? Since this is a name of a short story and we're starting a sentence with a prepositional phrase in The Scarlet Ibis, we put our comma here after the quotation mark. In The Scarlet Ibis, now we have a short story by James Hurst. We have this appositive, okay? This is an appositive phrase. That means it's a noun phrase that goes back and describes what the Scarlet Ibis is. So it also needs to have a comma after it. The character of Doodle, I guess we could say just the character Doodle, but of Doodle is also okay, it's still grammatically correct, is spiritually connected to, we put an instead of a since this is a vowel, A, E, I, O, and U, and sometimes Y. So we change a to an, to an exotic bird. Right now it's a run-on sentence because we do not have a period here. So we add our period, we capitalize the T, and we have a misspelling. Beauty is misspelled. We need to add an A in beauty, and that corrects our first sentence. You can pause the video if you need to make those changes, and I'm going too fast. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the second one. The horse's tail whipped wildly as it endures the long pencil-sized needle that Dr. Lopez used for vaccinations. First of all, we need to decide if there's one horse or two horses, and by the context of the sentence, we know it's one horse. So since it's one horse, our apostrophe goes here, not after the S, but before the S. This tale is a story. We want the tail on the back end of an animal. So we're going to change tail to T-A-I-L. Whipped is misspelled. We need to change it. Right now, this pronoun, we don't know if it is referring to the horse or referring to the tail. We need to make it clearer. So we're going to change it to the animal. we need to have consistent verb tense. Since whipped is past tense, we need to make endured past tense. So we change the S to a D. The horse's tail whipped wildly as the animal endured the long. We have adjectives in a row, long, pencil-sized, two adjectives used in a row, so we put a comma. Pencil-sized is a two-worded adjective, so we put a hyphen between it. Long, pencil-sized needle, that Dr. Lopez. Doctor needs to have a period. Used for vaccinations. And this one is now correct. Don't forget to look in the red folder tomorrow to get your bell ringer for Thursday. Thank you so much. Good morning, sophomores. It is Thursday. Today's bell ringer is number 22. The date is October 22nd, and this is worth 2 points. 22, 22, 2 points. Instructions: read the following definitions and sentences. On the next slide, or sheet rather, fill in, write, or type the correct words. We have assent, SC versus assent, two S's. Ascent is movement upward. The helicopter made a rapid ascent as the flames got bigger. Assent is agreement. One jury member refused to give assent to the guilty verdict. So we have one, SC, movement upward. We have the other, SS, which means agreement. So we can't make a move on the next sheet based on part of speech because both words are nouns. So we have to base it based on definition alone. Okay, we need to choose between one or the other for A, B, C, and D. So on your sheet of paper, you should have A through D written. Callie gave her assent to the plan. We want agreement. Assent, A-S-S-E-N-T. B, we watched the dragonflies ascend into the air. We want movement upward. It looks like someone started the video earlier and might have made a mistake due to lack of coffee. And now it's impossible to write over the whiteout. So let me just write this over here. Ascent, A-S-C-E-N-T. Wonder who that could be. It could only be Miss Scubus. C, the police got to the field just in time to witness Ingrid's ascent in the hot air balloon. Hot air balloon goes up. So this one must be ascent. A-S-C-E-N-T. A parent or legal guardian must give assent to the child going on the field trip. Legal guardian gives permission or agreement. We want assent, A-S-S-E-N-T. Okay, 3 minutes is all it took to do your bell ringer today. Tune in tomorrow for your journal bell ringer. Thank you so much. Happy Friday, sophomores. Today is October 23rd, and it's bell ringer number 23, your paragraph journal. Have full paragraph length to get your 5 points. Include a transition word and circle it for your 1 point. You might include the transition word as a matter of fact, also, then, or of course. But if you don't show me, identify it to me, then you're not going to get your 1 point. You have to indicate to me that you know you used it. So circle, underline, boldface, put it in brackets. Show me that you meant to use this. Don't forget that part. Okay, your journal topic. You have prompt 1 or prompt 2. Write from the perspective of an inanimate object that you see every day. What desires does that object have? What does it wish humans would do? Think about something you see every day and personify it. Prompt 1 is for you creative, eccentric thinkers. This one requires you to think outside of the box. Prompt 2, describe your ideal day. Your perfect day. And finally, plus 2, attach a relevant picture for either journal. That's right, sound effects today, going all out. Attach a picture of your perfect day. It can be an actual picture that you took, or it can be a Google image. And a picture of that inanimate object. So this can be an 8 out of 6 for you. I've noticed several students doing the Bellringers and skipping over the journal. That is an easy 6 points you're losing each week. It's only a paragraph. Please don't skip a writing assignment. 4 to 6 sentences. Okay, sophomores, hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you Monday.